Hey everyone, it seems like the Panasonic LUMIX GH5M2 has been popping up everywhere lately, especially among creators who need reliable gear for both shooting and streaming. I kept seeing it in setup tours and behind-the-scenes clips, so I figured it was time to take a closer look. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. This isn't just a minor refresh. Panasonic actually added live streaming support, which is a big deal if you're juggling content creation and real-time broadcasting. I've been testing it for a few weeks now, and it's handled everything from long-form video to quick social clips without breaking a sweat. The body feels solid, the menu system is familiar if you've used a LUMIX before, and the fan is quieter than I expected, important when you're recording in a quiet room or doing a live Q&A. One of the first things that stood out was the 4K 4:2:210-bit internal recording. I've shot some test footage in both daylight and dim indoor light, and the color gradation is noticeably smoother than what I get from older micro Four Thirds cameras. If you're editing in post, having that extra color information means you can push shadows or highlights without banding, which saves a ton of time. I also tried the unlimited recording mode. Just set it to 4K 30p, hit record, and let it run for over an hour without overheating or stopping. That kind of flexibility is perfect for event coverage or long tutorials where you don't want to swap cards mid-session. Live streaming was surprisingly straightforward. I plugged the GH5M2 straight into OBS via HDMI, picked the camera as a video source, and the stream started without any extra hardware. The preview on the flip-out touchscreen made framing easy, and the built-in tally light helped me know exactly when I was live. If you've ever struggled with a camcorder that won't play nice with streaming software, this feels like a breath of fresh air. Photo-style presets are another hidden gem. I shot a quick portrait session using the Cinelike D profile, and the footage looked almost like log footage from a cinema camera. When I brought it into DaVinci Resolve, I only needed to adjust the contrast and saturation, no heavy lifting required. That preset system alone could cut your color grading time in half if you're batch editing multiple clips. The 5-axis in-body stabilization is genuinely impressive. I walked around my neighborhood with the 12 to 60mm kit lens at 60mm, no gimbal, and the footage stayed steady even on uneven pavement. Handheld pans look smooth, and if you're vlogging or doing run-and-gun interviews, it's a huge weight off your shoulders. I also tested it with a small gimbal just to see how it would handle stabilization conflicts, and the camera didn't freak out. It just blended the two systems intelligently. Build quality is where this camera really shines. The magnesium alloy body feels tank-like, and the weather sealing means you can take it out in light rain or dusty conditions without sweating. I've dropped it into a backpack countless times, and the dials and buttons haven't loosened or shifted. It's the kind of reliability that lets you focus on the shot instead of worrying about gear failure. Now, it's not perfect. The micro Four Thirds sensor means low light performance isn't class-leading. If you're shooting in dim bars or concert venues, you'll still need fast primes or good lighting. Also, the battery life is decent but not outstanding. I'd recommend grabbing a couple of spares if you're planning a full-day shoot. And while the flip-out screen is great for vloggers, it can be a little hard to see in bright sunlight unless you tilt it just right. Overall, the Panasonic LUMIX GH5M2 is a workhorse that earns its keep. If you're serious about video, whether that's YouTube, live streams, or indie filmmaking, this camera gives you professional features without the cinema camera price tag. The link is below if you want to grab one for yourself. For most buyers, the real question is not whether Panasonic LUMIX GH5M2, 20.3MP mirrorless micro Four Thirds camera, with live streaming, 4K 4:2:210-bit video, unlimited video recording, 5-axis image stabilizer DC GH5M2 black sounds impressive on paper, but whether strengths like the iconic GH5, now with live streaming and video format options for professional use actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off.